proud members of the Podbelly Network.
So, Kim, you know how you really want the taste of hot sauce, but you're a big, huge, giant wuss?
I do.
I found a hot sauce for you.
You did? What is it?
Yucateco Hot Sauce. It is called a hot sauce for everyone,
Ooh.
even Kim. Here's why you can handle it. So they focus on flavor, not heat. And also, it's non-vinegar based, which you're also a wuss about.
This was made for me.
They use the whole fruit of the pepper, non-vinegar based, and then they also don't use the capsaicin extract, which is the thing that burns your mouth off.
Wow.
They have 5 different habanero-based sauces. You can do the jalapeno, that's the least hot. Then it goes to chipotle, then red, then Caribbean, then green, then black, then XXX hot, baby.
That's for you because you like to sweat while you eat.
I do really like to sweat while I'm eating. So yeah, give it a shot.
Cool.
Guernsey.
I guess I'll go to www.shopelucateco.com. That's shop, ELYUCATECO.com. Hashtag King of Flavor.
Go try the hot sauce for everyone, even Kim.
Hey there, you've reached Kim and Kat. They can't come to the phone right now, but if you'd like to leave a message, you can do so here after the beep. Beep. Did I get you? Okay, here's the real beep.
Hello, kiddies. It's your old pal, John Kassir, the voice of the Crypt Keeper, and I wanted to congratulate Kim and Kat on the 100th episode. Time for a celebration.
Hello and welcome
To Kim and Kat.
Stay alive
Maybe.
for 100 fucking episodes.
You guys, this is our 100th episode.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe it either. And we've already had 2 special guest appearances by Jerry and John
The
Kassir.
motherfucking Crypt Keeper.
Holy banana boats. Kim, congratulations on your 100th episode of your podcast.
Thank you so much, Catherine. That means so much to me. You're so kind. So anyway, we are congratulations to you, Catherine.
Thank you. Thank
I
you
love
so
you.
much.
I hope everyone's ready for a couple hours of us crying. I can't. It's basically just going to be us laughing at ourselves, laughing, and then crying. So
Yep.
hope you guys like that.
It's going to be a whole circle jerk of cry laughing together. Just holding our own dicks.
to save the world and stay alive.
Yes, exactly.
We are a horror movie comedy podcast, and normally we tell you the entirety of a movie, spoilers and all. But this week we're going to do something special.
This week, we are going to recap our first 100 episodes with some of our favorite clips, our favorite moments. Usually, the majority of them, if not 100% of them, are just times where we laugh so hard we almost peed ourselves. But then we're also going to hear from some of our listeners and what their favorite moments were.
Yay, Sammys.
We also have a very special guest today. We kind of have our own, what is your title? Your title, you're always our producer, manager, but now Arik is also sort of running the technical aspect of our show today. So, hi, honey.
Hello.
Yay, thank you, Arik.
I don't know about you, Kim, but this first clip that we're about to listen to, I'm terrified, more terrified than I've been at any of the movies we've ever done.
So this was, I think, Eric's idea. And so we have not listened, but he basically pulled, I think, like the very, very beginning of our very first episode. And we haven't heard it since 100 episodes ago, basically. So we're going to listen and see how it is.
Okay, here we go. Hello, listeners.
Everyone. All of you.
My name is Ketrin Porter.
I'm Kim Burns.
And we are two best friends who are going to talk about some horror movies with you.
And this is called Kim and Kat Stay Alive.
Maybe. So who are we? Why should you listen to two idiots talking about horror movies when there's a million podcasts talking about horror movies? One, we are incredibly interesting.
I don't like any of this. Why are we saying this?
Very, very cute and
We
smart.
are sexy as hell.
Yep, which I'm sure you can tell from our voices. No, but seriously, we have been best friends for 15 years now, something like that. 17 years?
So since we were, babies. 10,
Right,
since
right.
we were born.
Yeah, we are.
How does that make us?
We are a youthful
Youth.
27 years old. And we have always bonded over our love and fear of horror movies.
Yes.
And we are going to talk to you about some.
Yes. So we had the idea to make this particular podcast because of one of our favorite scary movies, Scream. Particularly this quote when the phone voice says, I was going to try to do it and now you have already failed. Do you... How does he sound?
Do you like scary movies?
What's the point? They're all the same. Some stupid killer stalking some big-breasted girl who can't act, who's always running up the stairs when she should be running out the front door. It's insulting.
It is insulting. And
Yes.
Kim and I are under the impression that whether we are in a movie or real life, we would always be the ones running out the door.
Hell yeah. Probably.
Maybe. I'm sure as you get to know us better, you'll realize that our egos are far too inflated and
Speak for yourself.
well, I'm glad to know that I started douchey and just kept going.
You sure did. Wow.
I've committed. I
didn't
committed.
even know that you were such. I didn't think you became a douche until Hearth Room, but turns out it was 10 seconds in.
I've been a douche
Episode
all
1.
along. You're welcome. Also, I love you trying to do a voice.
And you also were an amazing voiceover artist from day one, apparently. And I
Guess so.
couldn't do voices since day one, also.
Hey, we're consistent.
And
That's for sure.
I don't know why I ever thought I didn't have a Philly accent anymore. Just what the fuck
Did
was
you-
that?
Did you hear it? I think I'm so used to it.
Podcast.
Podcast.
Something about the way I say podcast is like fucking what?
Wow. Well, we've come a long way, folks. Or
We
have
really
we?
have.
I
I don't know.
don't. Yeah, we've
I
certainly.
think so.
Yeah. So this next clip that you're going to hear is a voicemail from one of our lovely listeners.
Hey, what's up, Kim and Kat? This is Art from the Art and Jacob Do America podcast. I just want to wish you guys a happy 100th episode. Hope you guys do another 100 more. Hope you guys are doing well in this crazy 2012 pandemic year. And keep on doing all that creepy, spooky stuff you guys do. Later.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Art.
So
They're from
sweet.
Art and Jacob Do America. Thank you.
Which are part of the our Podbelly network.
Oh yeah, they're fellow Podbellians. We
Gina holes
need to
out.
do. Tits up, bitch.
Cheers. I made myself a frosé today.
Whoa. Wait, with what though?
It's just like frosé mix that I found at the store, and then you put ice in. So I didn't actually put any alcohol in it.
Oh, that's why I was confused. Because
Yeah.
I was like, frosé is frozen rosé. That is a wonderful segue, as if we planned it.
Oh.
Kim, what is our next clip?
So this is from episode 42. Emily.
We did this when we were recording it too.
So I think it's just Emily. That's a
It's
different
Emily.
movie.
Yeah.
But this is where Gina Holes Out, Tits Up came from. All the way back in episode 42. Cheers.
Maybe they just didn't want to go into like a really intentionally, realistically long process of sticking a tampon
like we're
up.
doing right now.
Yes, exactly. They were like, we can just
Probably.
represent it.
Yeah.
We're over here going, no, the timing was not correct. Script supervisor.
Excuse me?
I timed my last tampon application.
Are we? Every guy stops listening to us now.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Get used to it, fuckers.
Yeah. Girls have periods. I don't know what to tell you.
We've got vaginas.
Yeah.
We live in the world and we're not going to back down.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Vagina's out. Tits up.
Woo! Okay, would that be our quote?
Vagina's out, tits
Tits
up.
up?
Yep. Done.
Nice. Jacob's just like in his room kind of freaking
Traumatized.
out. Like he's just like walking back and forth like, oh, God.
Voice cracking, boner hitting him in the face, puking.
How he's like walking, just being like, hey, man, you got to come out and see this stuff. Jacob gets on the walkie and says, Howie, I think I just saw my first China hole.
What the fuck is a China hole?
I don't know. But I think if I had just heard it, and maybe it was Gina hole, maybe.
Oh.
But like it was subtitle. I always watch the subtitles and it definitely said China hole. I don't know. But it could have just been subtitled wrong.
Yeah. Gina hole.
They don't know how, the subtitlers didn't know how to write Gina hole. They were like, that's not a word. So
Sure. All right.
regardless.
China holes out, ladies.
China holes out, tits up. Let's go.
New slogan.
It's so exciting to learn where these came from.
I know, it's really fun.
Like it's as if I'm listening to this for the first time. I'm like, oh my God, that sounds like such a fun conversation we had. And to know that our cheers came from talking about our periods, that checks out.
It is nice to know that we have definitely so many male listeners that continue to listen. So thank you. You know what? No, you should.
Yeah.
Thank you, but also you should.
Yeah. Also, we are 51% of the population, you know, has to deal with periods, kind of. So, you know, so that's where cheers came from. Okay. Next clip we have for you is a voicemail from one of our patrons.
Hi. I just thought I'd call. This is Erica, one of your patrons, and give my vote to episode 39 because you do a fantastic red voice for us. And then I also love the Barbler episode. That's a classic. Hope you guys are surviving quarantine. Love the show, and I look forward to it every week. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Erica.
Thank you so much, Erica. I'm really excited to hear this clip because I don't recall how it came about. So I'm very excited for this one.
This is the Barbler clip that she talked about, and it's from episode 64, Night of the Living Dead. Ben is like boarding up more windows and shit and taking other doors off. And the radio's like still going, saying shit. And Barbler...
Barbler. She's Barbler from now on.
Barbler? How did I get that?
What was the next word supposed to be?
Slowly.
Slow. It's
Sounds like I mixed them.
Barbler.
I mean, there is a word on the side that I know meant radio, but it does look like row. And I was trying to figure out that it was like, I was like skipping over that because I was like, oh, I can't read what that says.
I love the name Barbler.
So Barbler just slowly starts like waking up on the couch. And
This useless bitch.
Ben is like putting doors on doors. And He kind of like sits down finally. He's like tired and he like lights a cigarette.
Barbara, help me put doors on doors.
Help me put doors on doors. I also really like you attempting to explain why you said Barbara. It made no sense.
The next word was what's the next word? Slowly. Like that doesn't make any. And I was like, but growl was on the side. What are you talking about?
Oh God. So there was Barbler, everybody. That was oh gosh, this is fun. This is delightful. So we have another voicemail from our patrons, Brett. Two patrons, Brett and his mom,
who we love.
who's like the mom of the podcast.
She is. We love
She's
her.
our podcast mom.
That's the real beat, Mom.
Hi, Kim. Hi, Kid. It's Jessica, Brett's mommy.
And it's me, Brett. Hi.
I just want to say you guys make me laugh every time I listen to you. You guys are so funny, and you brighten my day. And if anyone is negative to you, you guys can say, well, I make Brett's mom laugh every day.
Thanks. Mom, what was your favorite episode?
So it's always going to be Us, because that's a scary movie.
Mine is 47 meters down, because Kim was actually 47 meters down in a shark cage fighting off sharks while she did the whole episode.
But keep up the good work, girls. I love you guys.
Do you love me, Mom?
I do love you.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't. Okay, thanks. Bye. Okay, bye, Mom.
Bye.
Oh, they're so cute.
That was the cutest voicemail.
My heart just melted.
I feel so protected.
I
now.
know. That was really sweet. I was like, we're gonna stick Brett's mom on anyone that's negative to us.
Yeah, we're gonna do. Brett's mom's gonna get you. So wow, I had 2 votes for my Us voice.
Exactly. So we're gonna have to listen to Ketrin's amazing voiceover skills in episode 39, Us.
Red is now sitting in a chair, clearly the master of ceremonies, that the other 3 all kind of listen to her and wait for her.
Mm-hmm.
She sits there and she opens her mouth and she says, "Once upon a time, there was a girl, and the girl had a shadow. The 2 were connected, tethered together." That was the impression I've been working on.
I'm crying. I'm so upset. Okay.
I went up to so many people at work this week and just whispered in their ear in that voice and made them scream, and it made me so happy. So I will do that voice as much as I can, but it's very difficult to do.
Good job.
Thank you.
Wow, it's so crazy that we were able to get Lupita Nyong'o to guest on our podcast.
Thank you so much,
Oh, no, wait,
Lupita.
was that me? Was that me? Oh my gosh, I couldn't even tell.
Wow,
so
your
good.
ego really is quite inflated.
Right,
You were
I
right.
know.
So many,
I was
100 episodes back.
100 episodes ago.
That one actually was very impressive. And it's funny to listen to it. Like when I listened to the clip, like I was like, oh shit, that's like even more scary just hearing it like alone than like when I sat and watched you do it. Was still like super impressive and scary, but you know what I mean? But just like listening to it, just that was like, I was like, ugh,
Yeah,
creepy.
I creeped myself out. So good job, me. So another clip that Brett mentioned was from our episode. Is it episode 24? Is that what I'm reading? Okay. Mm-hmm. Episode 24, 47 meters down. It's going to sound strange to you. We'll get into that later. But here is one of my favorite clips, one of my favorite things that's ever fucking happened on this whole podcast. So here you go.
So we see two tanks floating down from the heavens.
Right. Have like yellow like
Nitrogen narcosis? Yellow what?
like stuff wrapped around it.
Okay.
Like in like the little square situation.
I don't even know what you're trying to say. They have little square situations wrapped around them?
You know how like a soccer goal looks? How it's just like rope with the squares?
Yeah.
Like a smaller
A net?
like a net.
A net? So they're in a net? Okay. They have little squares. So a net. They're coming down in a net. Okay.
Each have just like netting wrapped around.
They have soccer goals wrapped around them. Okay. Okay. We're gonna die down here. We're not. Oh god. Okay. So we have. So the soccer goals are on their way.
They land.
Oh my god. I don't even know how I should feel about that.
Kim, what was the thing you pointed out when we were talking about that?
That like a soccer goal is called a net as well. Like it's a soccer net. Like it's just the same word. I just couldn't think of that 3-letter word. I just couldn't think of it.
Oh, God, that was just so beautiful. But you know what? We got there together. I'm always gonna help you get to the net.
That
Don't
was one
you
of
worry.
my favorites. I mean, it's the most ridiculous thing, but usually you like know what I'm talking about. Like when I can't think of the word, you can like see it in my brain. I feel like you get there pretty quickly. And that was one of the few where I feel like you were like, I literally don't know what you're trying to say.
I'm 47 meters down in a cage, and you're talking to me about soccer goals.
It's just so ridiculous.
It was tough. Okay, so
special.
this is a nice segue into our next voicemail. You are going to hear from our dear friend, Brian Sharp. The only reason that you were able to hear Kim at all due to technical difficulties was because our dear friend, Brian Sharp, is a magician. That's all there is to it.
A sound magician.
So, hi, Kim. Hi, Ketrin. This is your very good friend, Brian Sharp, calling from Chicago. And I am calling in to congratulate you on 100 episodes. I'm in my 40s. And if I don't burn calories on purpose in my life, then everything starts to degrade. It begins to fall apart. I become a pool of melted pizza and beer. So I have to exercise on purpose. And running is what I do. And running is great. I love running, but running is boring as fuck. And I don't really love listening to music for some reason when I exercise. I'm not really sure why, but I do like podcasts. And your podcast, KKSAMP, has become like the podcast for me. So when I run, like that's what I listen to. So what I'm saying, like basically you are responsible for keeping me alive at this point. And my literal heart thanks you for that. I love it that despite the fact that on paper and in your disclaimer, you are spoiling the movies that you are sharing. You're not actually spoiling the experience of enjoying the film. And I think there are so many movies that I've watched and enjoyed that I probably would have passed on had I not listened to your podcast. Congratulations. Keep up the good work. And you make me very happy. So I love you all. Love your show.
We love you too,
Thank
Brian.
you, Brian. It's a lot of pressure to keep you alive, but I accept. I accept the challenge. I take it on.
Ooh, yeah. We're not just keeping ourselves alive, guys. We're keeping all of you alive. So a little bit about Brian and leading into this next clip. So he was literally able to pull Kim's audio out of thin air. which is why it sounds so unbalanced. I don't know how he did it other than magic. That's all I can assume. And the only payment that he would accept was he got to choose movies for us to do. So he wanted me to tell Kim about Annihilation. He wanted Kim to tell me about Hellraiser. And
neither of us had seen Hellraiser before, so it really took us by surprise.
Yeah, we didn't know what we were in for. Take a listen.
Here's a bunch of pictures of women and him like tied up in like sexy ways.
Oh
No, it's good. I liked it.
Oh, it was
I
like
was in.
in a hot way?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, it wasn't like a murder way. It was
Oh,
like
it
a
wasn't in a murder way. It was in a
Yeah.
hot way.
Yeah. So just looking through some pictures. it's okay.
Is Frank
okay.
hot?
I'm not into it.
Is Frank hot?
Yeah.
Okay. Sup, Frank?
Like it's clearly like a fantasy that she's
Yeah.
having now, and it's
Yeah.
like a beginning of a porno star.
You're like, what am I watching?
But she just clearly wants to be alone so she can keep fantasizing about Hottie McFrank. And then he kind of like pulls her in, like almost like a little like aggressive. Oh my God. And then he kind of has like a switchblade knife that he flicks out him, and he starts slow caressing her with the knife.
Oh my
And then
heavens to Betsy.
And then cuts like her little nightgown strap, and then she licks his fingers, and I'm just writing, oh shit, I'm thinking about how I have to talk about this on the podcast because I was really into it. I didn't know that this was what Hellraiser was. Why didn't anyone tell me this before? So now they're on the bed now, and they fucking.
Oh, they are.
They fucking.
Oh.
And I just wrote, what is happening? And Larry comes in.
Fucking Larry.
Oh, fucking shit. And I got too excited. Too excited. A bell dinged. Dinged early. Sorry, guys. Woo. I'm too excited. Oh, God. Woo. Is it hot in here? I'm hot. Is it just me? I'm a little hot. I gotta take this jacket off.
Oh my God. You guys, Kim is unrobing right now over this movie.
It's because it was so cold in here before.
And then you started talking about this, and you got a little heated.
Okay, anyway.
Kim, I feel embarrassed. I feel like I've seen something I wasn't supposed to see listening to that. I mean, wow.
Skella Frank's hot.
Yeah.
Hottie McPatterson.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I've obviously since gone back and seen Skella Frank for myself, and he didn't disappoint.
No.
So, thank you, Brian Sharp, for not only fixing our audio, but introducing us to Skella Frank.
Oh yeah.
Skella Frank. What are we doing?
Oh, hi. Hello? What? Is this a podcast? I think that we are going to listen to another voicemail from a listener.
Yeah.
Hey. The voicemail is fantastic. I want to call in and say I am an avid fan. I love this podcast, especially now during a time where everyone has a lot of emotions and everyone has a lot on their plate. You need to laugh. You need to have a moment to laugh. And my favorite episode thus far has been porno. I am now a member of extremely over-the-top Just Cult. I am now a member. So thank you for keeping me laughing. Thank you so much for that. You guys are fantastic. I'm excited to see what new episodes you have in store. And honestly, anytime I have a particularly bad day for any given reason, this year has been especially tough for me. Anytime I put on your podcast, I always feel like I have two friends that are ramming my door open and sitting down with me and trying to get me to laugh. So thank you so much for that. I can't wait to hear these new episodes that are coming up. All my love to you guys. Thank you. Have a fantastic day.
Oh, thank you.
That means a lot.
Yeah, it just means so much when you hear that, like, what we're doing is mattering to somebody. I feel very overwhelmed. So thank you.
Thank you for that.
I'm also really excited that we were able to get a new member into the Jeffdom cult.
Yeah.
So here we go. Maybe you all would like to join as well.
This is episode 91, Porno.
Then all of a sudden we hear, I smell cigs! And Jeff busts out the door.
Oh my God, Jeff.
Grabs Ricky's cigarette and like throws it as hard as he can against the brick wall. And then he turns to them and says, do you want to show up to heaven smelling like an ashtray? And then goes back inside.
I didn't think that Heavy Metal Jeff would be so on fire for God.
Well, we're going to learn about Jeff and how he found his edge in a little bit.
Interesting.
Jeff is really going to reveal a lot about himself as the film continues. Jeff comes out and he's like, what are we watching? I have to load the projector. And
oh my God, Jeff.
Jeff is very extra. So poor Curly is like, we haven't decided yet. And he's like, pick now or I'm out of here. And so Pastor Manager comes in and he's like, Jeff, I love your passion, but I do want you to remember CBTL. And Jeff like kind of he closes his eyes and takes a deep breath and he's like, right, CBTL. And Curly is like, or Todd's like, what's CBTL? And Jeff gets right into Todd's face and says, Christ bears the load.
Okay.
And then Jeff says, yeah, and if you see him, use bear tactics and lead him back to the stairs.
Jeff! Bear tactics.
And so Chaz asked Jeff, like, did you throw him out? And he's like, nope, door was swinging when I got here. And one of them says, where do you think he went? And Jeff says, roaming, searching for a fix. He thinks he's doing the drugs, but brother, the drugs are doing him.
Jeff, I love you.
Jeff is
I thought I was going to hate you, Jeff, but I love you with the passion.
He's just so committed to being Jeff.
Yeah, good for him. I mean, you gotta honor someone and respect someone for their commitment.
Yeah, and he is committed.
To Jeffdom.
Yeah, he is committed to Jeffdom. And you know what? Maybe we're committed to Jeffdom too.
Maybe we are.
Maybe this is our new religion. Jeffdom. Jeffdom, everybody.
Jeffdom.
Wow. I mean, CBTL, right?
He really committed.
He's an incredible character. That is, I don't know if we said this, but it's from episode 91, Porno. Where are we? I lost my place. Oh,
we have another voicemail
from another patron, our dear patron, Melody.
Oh my God, I love Jerry so much. Hi, I have two of my favorite moments of Kim and Ket Stay Alive, maybe. Jerry. Oh, I love him with my whole heart. Or her. I don't know if you ever gendered them. I don't want to assume their gender. But Jerry, and also, I love and relate so much to Ketrin being so angry at how cute Tuck and Dale versus Evil. I'm pretty sure how you were so angry at how cute it was. I felt the exact same way when I watched it. I love you both very much. Thank you for bringing some levity into the world, especially at the moment. Bye.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Also, Melody, I did speak to Jerry. He appreciates you asking his pronouns. His pronouns are he and him, but yes, he appreciates you asking. So thank you. So Melody referred to my absolute overflowing of rage at how completely adorable Tucker and Dale were. So we have a clip from episode 88. Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Dale's making eggs and bacon and like puts it on the tray with like some like old looking little flowers.
Oh my God.
And he brings it in and just like leaves it on the cot. And Allie's like, what am I doing here? And he's like, oh, you don't remember? And then he starts to like stumble because he's trying to like speak proper. Cause he's like, well, I and Tucker and me and me and Tucker and I, we brung you here because you fell and we rescued you.
Oh my God! Somebody marry Dale. Somebody marry Dale.
And she's like, were you spying on us? And he's like, no. And then she kind of looks down and like the clothes she's wearing, and it's like a flannel shirt, like it's like his clothes. And he's like, sorry, I didn't have any like lady clothes or something like that.
Lady clothes. Oh God. Dale is so cute. I'm angry.
This is so fun telling this to you.
I just love him so much.
I love him very so lovable. Much. And now we cut to Dale and Allie playing the trivia game. And Dale like knows all of the answers. And he's like, well, I mean, I'm dumb as a stump, but I remember everything I ever heard.
You sweet motherfucker. I fucking love you. I love you
Allie,
so fucking much.
On a less intense level, Allie's like, I mean, that seems smart to me. And they kind of have like a little bit of a sweet moment.
Of course they fucking do. Allie's no fool.
And so they talk about like what she's doing at school. She's getting her bachelor's degree in psychology. And she's like, I don't know, I kind of have like a stupid dream. And he's like, dreams are not stupid.
Oh my God.
I wish you guys could see Ketrin's face. She's so angry about how much she loves Dale.
I am. I feel so much rage at my love for him. It's so deep.
So Allie is like, well, I kind of think that like most of the problems in the world are caused by lack of communication. So I really want to be like a therapist.
You're not wrong, Allie. Oh my God.
I know.
I'm fucking planning this fucking wedding right now.
So aggressive. Aggressive.
My anger just kind of lives very close to the surface. It doesn't take much for it to come out.
So angry.
It's just always right there. And Dale really was just so fucking cute. I can't even. I feel a little angry right now. Like my face is a little red. I should probably look into this. Anyway, so that was Tucker and Dale. So we have another voicemail from a wonderful patron. Here is a lovely message from one Isaac Thorne.
Hello, Kim and Ketrin. Horror author and longtime Sammy Isaac Thorne here. I just wanted to call and congratulate you on your 100th episode, and here's to the next 100. I think my favorite episode so far is episode 77, the one featuring my all-time favorite vampire flick, Fright Night. All right, then. Put a ghost in me. I'm done.
Oh, so cute.
Thank you, Isaac.
Thank you, Isaac. You've been so supportive for us for like truly, I feel like from the beginning.
Day one. Yeah. It was incredible.
He's right about being a longtime Sammy.
Yeah. You've been there from the beginning, and we're so, so grateful for you. So as a thank you, here is a clip from Fright Night.
Episode 77.
And Detective Cop is like, is Jerry Dandridge home? And I was like, I'm sorry. Is there a fucking sexy-ass vampire named Jerry Dandridge? Like, he may as well be named Humperdinck. For sure. Jerry Dandridge?
Jerry.
I cannot. Like, I can't.
Oh, Jerry Dandridge with those long nails.
Oh, my God. It's
so
the
sexy.
worst. Like, at least name him, like, Jean Valjean or something. Oh, that's from it's from Les Mis. Sure, Jean Valjean.
He's probably a vampire. Good one.
Why did I say Jean Valjean?
Jean Valjean. I don't know.
One, like, it's the most specific name.
Yeah,
and two, it's also the douchiest name I could have come up with. Like, what was I talking about?
You are you.
I am me.
Consistently every time.
Jerry, our demon friend Jerry, did have a conversation with me, and I would like to apologize. I feel like I was really disparaging towards the name Jerry, suggesting that it's not sexy. And Demon Jerry would just like everyone to know that he has a very healthy sense of sexuality and that we really shouldn't be putting labels on all Jerrys. So I would just like to say officially, I'm sorry.
Hot AF.
Yeah.
I'm on fire for Jerry.
Yeah. You know what?
The
We're
demon.
all on fire for Jerry. Fire for Demon Jerry.
So at the end of that voicemail, you heard Isaac say, "Put a ghost in me, I'm done." And that is how we've ended almost every episode that we've had, because it started way back in episode 12 of Trick or Treat. Here's where it came from.
You're listening to this. I am probably trick-or-treating with my little niece. See all the little kitties in their little outfits and their costumes, and you just get day drunk on mulled wine.
I got real bored until you said day drunk.
Yep.
I was like, great, sounds fun. Whoa. Now you've got me.
Mulled wine makes even Kim like kids.
My ears are perked. Mulled wine, you say?
Fuck, I love
I'm
mulled
in.
wine.
Put a ghost costume on me. Throw a sheet over my head.
I thought you were going to say, put a ghost in me. I'm done. I was like, what? That's not the same.
It is now forever.
Put a ghost in me. I'm done.
It's so fun learning where these come from. It's so fascinating.
I know.
Also,
I really forgot most of them, like where they come from.
Yeah, but also, why would I think you were going to say, "Put a ghost in me, I'm done"? Like that's really off the wall. But that's me, I guess. We have another voicemail from our friend Tony in Chicago. Was that a Chicago accent? Chicago.
Sure.
Chicago.
Hey, Kim and Kat. This is Tony Reiner in Chicago. I hope I made the deadline for anything to be included in your 100th episode. But super quick, just wanted to send some kudos and some respect and some love for your podcast and you both personally. I stumbled upon your podcast during the early days of the COVID quarantine thing. And as we all can attest, once production of movies and TVs shut down, any type of entertainment that continued on through the COVID became even more pivotal. So I loved the fact that I was able to quickly binge on past episodes. I've managed to go through all of your episodes through the last couple years, over the last couple months, which is awesome. It was fun to start at the beginning and kind of go through the journey of you both kind of finding your rhythm and your little catchphrases and all the kind of stuff. So that was super fun to kind of start from the beginning all the way to the most current episode. I also commented on a recent Instagram post, but just kind of wanted to reiterate that I think the two of you are hilarious, intelligent, awesome. I love the fact that you do this. I love the fact that you both have fun in what you're doing. I love the safe space that you've built for all of us. As a queer person, I also appreciate your support on that topic. Also, I'm loving all the support that you have provided in general to horror fans, non-horror fans. I think you've done an awesome job in establishing an environment that people who maybe aren't super familiar with horror films don't feel like they're judged, because, there is some of that. There are some prudes and snobs in the horror fan world. So you don't encourage that. You built that safe space that anyone can tune in. They'll get a laugh. They'll get educated on a film. Even movies that I've seen before, hearing your game and how to stay alive has been super fun. So just want to, again, give you both heartfelt appreciation for creating this podcast, for the laughter that you put out in the world, the kindness and the love you put out in the world. Thank you for that. Hugs.
Cry.
That was really sweet.
That was really, 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 really sweet and really meaningful. Like, thank you so much for that. It's something that I never fully thought of, like the safe space of, there's definitely some horror snobs in the horror podcast world and horror world in general. We're obviously not that, because we've always said that we're not the horror buffs.
We're just fans.
It means a lot to know that all ranges of horror lovers or newbies or not, can listen and still enjoy it. That I don't know. That just really meant a lot.
Really meant a lot to me too. Thank you so much, Tony. I feel a little speechless, which is hard to do. Make me feel speechless. We have another voicemail from another listener that has been there since the beginning. Brian from the podcast Civil Gore, which you guys should all go listen to.
Yes.
Hey, this is Brian from the Civil Gore podcast, and I want to try out your new hotline. Wow, I can't believe you're approaching 100 episodes. There are just so many amazing and hilarious moments over that time, but also so many things learned. I mean, I now know the existence of a hearth room, how to properly pronounce crevasse, where my adolescent black eyes actually came from, and of course, never go scuba diving without bringing a soccer goal. The only thing I still need to know, though, is where the fuck is Paul? But in all seriousness, though, thank you both for so much of the amazing entertainment you provide all of us Sammys. As a fellow podcaster, I truly appreciate all the hard work and how much of yourselves you both put into the show week after week. I look forward to each and every Wednesday to see just what will crack me up next. So I sincerely wish you congratulations on 100 episodes and can't wait to see what you have in store for the next 100. So keep stabbing, never run up the stairs, and most importantly, stay safe and stay alive.
Oh, I love you. Thank you so much. I still don't know where Paul is.
Those guys have been so supportive, and I just I don't know. I just can't. And they're fucking hilarious. I feel like we've done a couple funny. Netflix watch parties and stuff. And yeah, you guys should definitely listen to Civil Gore because they're just fucking delightful and so sweet and so supportive, and I just really appreciate them.
They're incredible.
So
yeah,
he obviously talked about the soccer goals situation.
It was a situation
which we've already played, but him referring to his adolescent black eyes came from episode 40, the summer of '84.
Let's listen.
It's Nikki O'Reilly O'Shea O'Mary.
Nikki, how you doing?
And he's like, "Gaga,"
and then he hits himself in the face with his boner.
She's like, "Where are your folks?" And he's like, "Date night." And she's like, "Oh, good." And she walks upstairs and into his room. And then she immediately looks out the window and she's like, "Wow, huh? You have a better view of my room than I thought."
Oh, shit.
And he's like, "I've never seen you naked." And she's like,
"I've never seen boobs. I mean, bigger boobs. I mean, boobs."
And she's like, "Oh, too bad because I have a great body."
Oh, God.
And then she starts looking
hits him in the face again.
And Nikki O'Reilly O'Shea O'May walks up to them and she just goes, "Well, he's more of a man than you jerk-offs."
Whoa.
And she walks out of the room and they all freak out and they're like, "Oh, damn,
all
baby."
of their boners hit them in all of their faces.
They all get black eyes from their boners hitting their
each
face.
other's boners.
Yeah, they're like,
just
boner, my eye.
So many black eyes, so many boners.
Jeez.
Boners are very dangerous. That is delightful. I kind of forgot where that came from too. So I'm very excited. Eventually we just start saying things that we've been saying for however long. And
they just become a thing, but I forget where they come from a lot.
Yeah, that was great. So our next clip is also for Brian. This is from episode 67, where we ask the question, where the fuck is Paul?
Jeff then tells Paul to stay with the float. And so the rest of them go looking through the island. So they leave one person with the float, and everybody else goes exploring the island. Correct answer.
Are they going to get Paul?
Very good question, Ms. Burns. Very good fucking question. I will tell you. So they're like, "Okay, we'll stay here and wait for your friend." And I'm like, we don't need to wait here for their friend. We can just be like, we're down by the water and our friend Paul is still there by himself. So see you when your friend gets here. But they're like, no, we'll just stay here. I'm sure Paul's fine. So, so Paul is just, I mean, so the old lady asks,
Paul just alone.
They're just
all
like,
night.
fuck Paul.
What if he's just like,
Goodbye.
What if he doesn't know what's going on?
He doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't know how to fix a float. He's just in a tent colony of 3 people, just like owls, just being like, whoo. It's very upsetting for Paul, but they don't care. So they're sitting around the table. No Paul. I don't know what Paul's eating, but they're having a nice home cooked meal. Paul's out in the woods trying to catch a squirrel.
Trying to fight for himself.
Yeah, just, trying to live. The girls get the bedroom. And then I just wrote, where is Paul? Rockabye baby on the treetop. Mullet is dead. Where's Paul? Cut to them burying Mullet. And it's like,
what? Who?
Pa, Ma, Jeff,
all of
Bruni, Scuba, not Paul. Like,
just Paul doing?
What is Paul doing?
I would love a sequel of this movie where
what
just
is
Paul living
doing?
his life.
Yes. So
can we just take that?
Spin off of just what is Paul doing? Jeff goes inside, all perturbed, and he tells Scuba to go back to the camp where Paul is.
What?
Finally.
It's been 2 full days.
2 full fucking days.
Paul. I hope he's okay.
Me too. But who could know? Maybe he's one with the land now. Like at this point, he's just like,
in his life for 2 days?
I live here now. I am one with nature. Where the fuck is Paul?
Where's Paul? Paul?
Where is he?
Paul?
Yes. So if you want to, we're currently making the spinoff Where's Paul to American Gothic, which was episode 67. So we're just trying to answer the age-old question, guys. Where's Paul?
Up next is another voicemail from another pod friend. This is Andrew from the amazing podcast Friday the 13th.
Hey, Kim and Kat, it's Andrew from Friday the 13th Horror Podcast. Just wanted to call in and say that you guys light up my life every Wednesday and keep up the good work. Some of my highlights, obviously, Jerry and all of the chainsaw noises, and especially your Tragedy Girls episodes. Loved hearing you guys sympathize with those little maniacs. Anyways, just wanted to call in and say, love you guys. Enjoyed seeing Kim in those Experian commercials. Yes, girl. And hope one day when we're all done with all this disease and tragedy that we will get to finally meet in person. All right. Stay safe. Love you both. Bye.
We love you.
We love you so much.
We
And
totally
don't you
guessed
worry.
it. Oh, go.
You go.
We've totally guessed it on Friday the 13th. They're fucking amazing. And little known fact, we had a live show in the works for this past May in Chicago, which is where
Yeah.
they're located, based. So we're gonna,
Yeah.
But you know,
It-
the world
It was postponed, not canceled. We will be back. Don't you worry.
See?
So Andrew, before there was some other clip where I said like, this is my favorite thing that's happened. That was my favorite thing until this happened.
This is episode 74, The Evil Dead.
Take a listen. Demon Hands grabs a chainsaw. They just chop their own hands off. Let's just be clear. Wow, that was a very good chainsaw sound. Wow. Please put that on your resume. That was a great chainsaw sound.
Thank you. I've never
Holy
done
shit.
that before in my entire life.
Holy shit. I mean, the nuances of the starting it up and then it powering down. I am blown away right now. I am just utterly aghast. at that sound that you did. And knowing it was your first and only time, I just, wow.
Thank you so much. Your love for that really surprised me. I feel
seen.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay.
I still feel uncomfortable.
And guys, I really have to say, I wasn't putting any of that on. I am that impressed with her chainsaw sound. I just think, I'm not going to go into it. I just think that there's like a lot of like levels to the sounds of a chainsaw. And I just feel like without even thinking about it, like she just hit all of them, like all the moods of a chainsaw were there. And I just thought it was incredible. Hats continue to be off to you, Ms. Burns.
Thank you so much. I mean, it's just it made me so uncomfortable because it was so genuine. It was not.
It was incredible. I feel privileged to have been there the first time that it ever happened. God, it's just wow, incredible.
I mean, it's on my resume now.
Yep, incredible.
Next up is another voicemail from another longtime Sammy and patron who we lovingly refer to as XXXtra.
Hey, y'all. This is John Christopher, a.k.a. XXXtra. Just wanted to congratulate you on your 100th episode. You two are hilarious, warm, and charming, and your podcast helps me keep my sanity. One of my favorite moments, aside from you singing XXXtra, was when Kit referred to the English language as being the Chads of all languages. That was hilarious. So Jana holds out and tits up to the next 100 episodes. You guys slay. Love ya. Bye.
Gina holds out, tits up to you too, XXXtra.
Yes, we love you.
Thank you so much. I actually forgot that I referred to the English language that way, and I'm excited to see what the fuck I was referring to. Episode 88. This is also from Tucker and Dale.
Chad, you were on fire. Why did you not burn up? What are you made of, Chad?
I mean, do inhalers help you breathe in fire?
I don't think so.
That's a great question. I'm going to postmortem that.
It doesn't make your skin inflammable. Oh, no, that's the same as flammable. It doesn't make your skin uninflammable. Oh, God, I hate Chads.
Is inflammable the same as flammable?
Flammable and inflammable are the fucking same.
What a dumb thing.
Oh, the English language is a huge Chad.
It is a huge Chad. It really fucking is.
It's a huge
empathize
Chad.
with anyone learning that as like a second language.
Oh, yeah.
I stand by it. I didn't remember what that was in reference to. I fucking stand by it. Flammable and inflammable? Fuck
That's
you.
ridiculous.
Come on.
Next up is another voicemail from one of our lovely Sammys.
Hey, Kim. Hey, Kit. Yeah, this is Don here. I was just wanting to call in and wish you guys happy 100. Ever since I found you guys, it's just been an absolute blast listening to every single one of your episodes. One of the few I've actually gone back and heard the entire catalog, which I don't do very often, so consider that an accomplishment in and of itself. I mean, there's just so many. Friday the 13th, Fright Night, Night of the Creeps. I can't even begin to start mentioning all the favorite episodes I've loved. Basically, I could list, every single one, but I don't know how long this recording would last, so let's not do that. Congratulations on reaching 100 episodes, and I'm looking forward to the next 100.
Oh, thank you,
buddy.
That's
We're
very
so appreciative of you as well.
Impressive that you've listened to it all. Again, you probably know more about me than me.
Yeah. I barely know who I am today. So
well, you know
if
everything.
If you could let me know, that would be great. So here's a clip for you, my friend, from
This is one of my favorite things that has happened on the podcast personally. So it's from one of the episodes you mentioned, 57, Night of the Creeps.
So then they cut to Frat Brad, and he's walking around drunk on campus with a beer, and he throws the beer at Bruni Cynthia's sorority house. He's like, bitch,
bitch. And then slugs scamper by.
And he's like, what? Where the slugs?
And so he bends down.
So I got salmon slugs.
And then a dog walks up.
Uh-oh.
Hey, doggy. What's up? What are you doing? Did you see the slugs?
And he looks at him. Slug jumps out of dog's mouth into Frat Brad's mouth. He got slugged. So now we're should I do that for my reel?
That's
Should
my
I be
favorite thing you've ever done in this podcast so far.
Drunk Frat Brad?
To date. I wish
Okay.
I video recorded it.
Maybe I'll recreate it.
Hey, dog, you see a slug?
Did you see a slug stuck? There's slugs all over the place.
I don't know why Drunk Frat Brad just makes me giggle so much. I love it. I love it so much.
I also don't know why a drunk frat guy clearly lives inside of me at all times.
I mean, they definitely used to live inside of me.
Hey, zing-a-ling. Okay, so we have another voicemail from just someone who described themselves as a loyal Sammy. Let's hear it.
Hello, Kim and Kat. Congratulations on 100 episodes. That is nuts. I found you guys back in October of 2019 with your Halloween episode, and I have been hooked ever since. You ladies are so great to listen to, and it feels like each week I get to hang out with two awesome friends. One of my favorite moments from your guys' podcast is actually from your episode on Hagazusa, where Kim tells Ketrin that she had yet to see The Sound of Music, and just to hear Ketrin go on this passionate speech about why she needed to watch the movie was one of the funniest things I've ever heard. I mean, each episode you guys make me laugh. I think you guys have created such a unique concept for a podcast. It's nuts. So I love you ladies. Congrats on 100 episodes. Here's to 100 more. And if you ever have a live show in Chicago, I will definitely come up to see you guys. Love you guys from a loyal Sammy. Bye.
Oh, thank you so much for the congrats. We love hanging out with our friends too.
Yeah,
all of
and
you.
we will be in Chicago doing a show.
Yes, God damn it.
In reference to the clip that you wanted to hear, I'm not ready to set this clip up, so I'm going to let Kim take it. I'm not emotionally ready. So
This is from episode 59, Hagasusa. Can I tell you a confession?
Please.
I'm not sure I've seen The Sound of Music. Ketrin's very upset. She's silent staring at me. Oh my gosh, that was oh my God, she's tearing up. Oh God, things are happening. There's so much happening in front of my face right now, you guys. I'm not sure I've seen it, and I think I know like the story, and I know a lot of the music.
You need to shut the fuck up right now. Are you fucking kidding me?
I don't recall. Like a lot of
You
it looks
would
familiar.
recall. Oh my fucking
A
God.
lot of it looks familiar, and I know the deal, but
you know the deal.
Yeah.
You know the deal. So you don't know what people are talking about when they're talking about the stone cold Fox Christopher Plummer ripping up a Nazi flag, but you don't know the context of it. So you don't deserve to be attracted to him when you see that fucking gif. Is that what you're telling me? You don't know the true fucking charm of Julie Andrews. Like you don't know what's
gif of
fucking
Julie Andrews
happening
spinning in the field.
But you don't know
I
what it
didn't see it.
means. But you don't know how that's supposed to make you feel. You're just fucking faking it.
I think
what
I've
the
seen
literal
clips
fuck?
too.
You've seen
Like-
clips. Oh, you've seen clips. Okay. I can't.
I don't know that anyone on a horror movie podcast has ever gotten so mad at someone else for not seeing a musical.
Can't. I can't. Okay. This is. I'm not gonna get on the bus to Tangent Town. I'm just gonna take a quick little 1 block walk there, and what I'm gonna say to you is, I found out that Arik also had not seen Sound of Music. And I said, cancel your plans, motherfucker. If you want to marry me, we're watching this movie. It is now his choice for the movie we watch when we decorate our Christmas tree.
Too bad for you. We're already married.
That's true. Divorce papers being served. No! So you have an appointment, just so you know, in December / early December, late November, you have an appointment, and that is helping us decorate our tree while we watch Sound of Music, except you don't get to decorate. You have to sit on the couch and watch
the movie.
Yes.
Great.
We're going to take a short
so
break,
sorry,
Sammy,
guys.
because I need to compose
I'm
myself.
so sorry, you guys. I just felt like I couldn't go on with that any further. I would just like everyone to know that we did, in fact, do that plan, and they decorated Christmas stuff, and I watched The Sound of Music and bawled my eyes out, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, of course you fucking did. Okay, everyone knows you bawled your eyes out. Okay? Everyone knows you fucking bawled your eyes out when you saw Sound of Music, okay?
She's totally over it, you guys. Totally over it.
That brought up a lot of stuff. We got to move to the next thing. So we have another voicemail from a very familiar voice, Ms. Burns. Let's take a listen.
Hey, Kim. Hey, Kat. This is Anna. You might remember me from being your best friend. In your Morbid Minisode number 9 on Patreon, you asked Jillian Muller from Porno what her apocalypse strengths and weaknesses are. My weaknesses are that I am slow, I give up easily, and I would be delicious for other survivors to eat. Like, I'm very fatty, and I do not use my muscles like a little baby veal. I honestly couldn't think of any strengths. So I'm wondering what your strengths and weaknesses are so that I can acquire complementary skills in the event that we are apocalypse together. I love you so much. Bye.
Anna. She is one of our best friends and member of our infamous friend group, Sync.
Yeah. Anna, you brought up a really, really great question. And I'm going to be real with you. When I started this podcast, I was like, oh, shit, I've got fucking apocalypse strengths coming out my butthole. But now I'm sort of like, I'm humbled, you know?
Yeah, me too.
We've watched 100 movies, and I may have been overselling myself.
Yeah, we've definitely swan dived off of anything we could for quite a few of them to our deaths. We took sweet death quite a few times, not going to lie.
Yeah, we did. I'm going to go ahead and say, and then I'd like you to tag up, my strength is complemented by Kim in a way that I've learned that I think my rage being right at the very surface all the time serves me if Kim is there to kind of balance me out. Like if she's there to go like, no, let her rip, babe, let it go, versus when my anger could become detrimental, she's also good at bringing me down. So
we are very complementary in that way. True.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say is the strength I've learned. Do you have one, Kim?
I did not prepare for this. I forgot that this question existed. So I'm gonna say my scrappiness.
But also I mean, I have to tell you that like your ability to stay organized and like like stick to a plan and like use your logic in a very, very clear way serves me a lot.
Yeah.
So I think
like I would be like, here's what's happening, here's what we're doing, and we're gonna fucking do it.
Yeah. Like you're a great sort of team leader.
As long as saying words correctly is not part of staying alive.
Well, no, of course. No, if the apocalypse requires you to speak words by their actual meaning, we're fucked.
Yeah,
clearly.
That's obviously my biggest apocalypse weakness.
Yeah. So there you go, Anna. That's what we're bringing to the table. And we love you so much.
We love you so much. Anna is also the person that sent us a present in the mail one day, and it was a little bell, which we started using for whenever we got points.
Woohoo!
And that started our infamous saying of a double ding.
Yeah, here we go. Oh, this is from the orphanage.
Episode 21.
I don't go in. I wait till the morning and I lock my door.
Okay.
Yay! Double dinged it.
You're trying to make that a t-shirt, aren't you? You thought of it before?
Double. Does anyone want a double ding t-shirt? Anyone? We have lots in stock. Double ding.
This one was my idea. If you guys want it, it's a double ding. It's cool, right? Sounds cool. Anyone want a cool double ding shirt? Totally making a double ding shirt now. And we did.
We do have double ding shirts
T-shirts.
and merch, you guys. Kim, it's we have some really cool stuff over there on our merch store. You can find it on our website, kimandkatstayalivemaybe.com.
Or at any of our social media, at kksampodcast. There'll be links for it as well.
Yeah. We also, this feels like a good time to talk about our Patreon. We do have a Patreon, and we have a really exciting edit to our Patreon that we are going to be bringing to you guys, which we just came up with today, and we're so excited about it. Kim, take it away.
Yes. It was a wonderful suggestion from one of our patrons. Michael, thank you so much. And so it was something we actually thought about in the past when we recorded next to each other's faces. And it seemed hard to do. But now that the world has forced us to record from our own homes over the computer, I think what we're going to do is start recording the video of our podcast. And so we'll be sharing for at least one episode per month, if not all four. But we're kind of have to work out how we're doing it.
But it'll be at least one a month.
Yes, of the full video of a podcast episode.
Yeah,
over on Patreon. We also do our postmortems, which is like all the shit that we don't know in the movies. We look them up later.
Mm-hmm.
And we do mini-sodes, which right now we're going through every little part of beep, boop, 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 beep, boop, 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 Creep Show.
Creep Show, thank you.
We're starting with Creep Show, the movie, and we're just doing like one little snippet at a time. And then we'll go into Creep Show, the TV show.
Yeah.
So, very fun.
Yeah, we have a lot of really cool stuff over there. So come check it out.
Check it out.
Our next voicemail. Oh my gosh, we have so many loyal listeners. Good Lord. Okay, this next voicemail is from our dear friend Mac, who has also been there from the very beginning. He also helped us with a piece of merch, the Gina Holes Out Tits Up. My beautiful husband drew the image, and then Mac went in and colorized it for us. So thank you so much. I mean, you've been incredible in so many ways.
And it looks amazing.
But particularly with that. So here's a voicemail from Mac.
Hey, ladies. I just want to call, and I've actually got a few things. I think your most thoughtful episode is The Love Witch. I think your funniest is John Carpenter's The Thing. You've had a lot of hilarious back and forth exchanges. Your sleepaway camp episode, Ketrin got incensed by something and said, "That fucking really chaps my asshole. That really pisses me off." To which Kim responded, "Me too. I got a real chapped asshole for that one." Been a lot of poignant and honest personal touch to the show. Kim's humor and openness about her relationships and personal growth is pretty brave. Always really surprised. It's really inspiring stuff. And Ketrin particularly made a statement in the Love Witch episode I think of a lot. She said, "One thing I learned pretty young is that we're flawed creatures. We don't seek out what is best for us. We seek out what's familiar." And as a pizza lover, I can't leave out $6 for a pizza. Oh, man, those were the good old days. Anyway, I'm so glad I stumbled onto your podcast. I'm grateful to know you as people and fellow Angelinos. The show makes me look at one of my favorite movie and story genres and larger modern topics through fresh eyes and reappraise things a lot. So thank you for all that, and congratulations on 100 episodes.
Mac, thank you so much.
Thank you, Mac. That was really sweet. I really appreciated him. He's not the first or only person that has like reached out to say like how meaningful it is that like we're like just so open and honest like about our personal lives and like what we're going through. And it kind of happened spontaneously, like especially the dating thing only happened because episode 2 we were like, oh, Ketrin watches a movie with her husband and I watch movies on dates. So it just like it was just an idea, and then it just opened up the world of dating, and I've been very honest about all of it. and some other things. And yeah, it really, really, truly means a lot when people reach out to like let me know that they empathize and also that it like has helped them in any way, shape, or form. That's just, it really means a lot. So thank you for that.
Here's what's cool as well. We're so glad that we're able to be open with you guys and that it's helpful in whatever way it's helpful to you. But, you know, you guys, our Sammys and listeners, have created a safe space for us.
100%.
Where we feel comfortable being ourselves, and we know that you have our backs, and we know that you know, you're open-minded and can hear us. So
yeah,
the only reason we're able to do that is because you guys are so welcoming. So thank you.
That's so true. Like I wouldn't be able to put myself out there like that, I don't think, if like everyone wasn't so supportive and amazing. So thank you guys.
So we have 3 clips that Mac mentioned, and here's the first one from Sleepaway Camp, episode 46.
This was the era. This is what killed me. Women were made fun of for being prudes, but then also made fun of for being sluts.
True.
That fucking really chaps my asshole. That really pisses me off. Like that fucking.
Me too. I got a real chapped asshole for that one.
It really bothers me. Okay,
I agree with that. Like, what do you want from me?
To do?
What do you fucking want from me?
Do you want me to fuck things or not fuck things?
Fuck things or not fuck things?
How about
I want to do what I want and you shut the fuck up about it? How about that?
How about you don't worry about who I fuck?
Yeah. How about you get out of my fuck business?
Yeah.
Fucker.
Quit chapping my asshole.
Chapping my asshole. So I can fuck who I want.
Or not.
Or not.
Either one.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, God.
It's my fuck business.
Yeah.
I still stand strong in that one.
Stand by it 100%.
Stay out of my fuck business.
Don't fucking chap my asshole. Yeah, stand by it. Nothing to say there.
Next up is about the delightful pizza from episode 90, Slumber Party Massacre. And one of the girls is like, that Barbie doll trick was gross, though. And one of the boys is like, what Barbie doll? Ding dong. The doorbell rings. And they're like, oh my gosh, pizza.
Ooh, pizza. Ooh, pizza.
Forgot about the pizza. So one of the boys goes to the door and he doesn't open it yet. He just calls through. He's like, what's the damage? And we just hear 6 from the other side.
6? $6 for a pizza?
That's correct.
Oh, man, those were the good old days. Wow. Can you imagine getting a pizza for $6?
Katrin, that was one of the sweetest things I've ever heard you say in my entire life. Did you guys hear her voice? It sounded like she was doing a voice. That was just her. That was just her joy, her natural joy. She literally went, wow. Can you imagine getting a pizza for $6?
That's really
wow.
God,
just a beautiful.
Just be such a great day. Like you get a pizza for and you're only $6 out. Man.
Yeah.
I stand by that one too. A great fucking day.
It would be a special.
A whole pizza for $6. Man.
Wow. Next up, he mentioned that he thought the funniest episode was The Thing. So we got a little clip for him on that from episode 73.
It's not going to attack us all right now standing in a group.
Right. So that's our strong suit, is to be in a group.
Yes. So, and
Great.
now we have an added layer where he's like, also, there's a storm.
We all need to hold each other's
6
dicks
hours.
while we pee.
Right.
That's the solution. And then go to...
I don't want to be.
You are stuck in icy space Earth with an alien who looks like your friends.
I feel stir fried. Okay, I'm gonna. I think the power in numbers is still correct.
Okay.
And grouping as many to get everyone together.
Who are you? Are you Glasses or you?
Me.
Okay.
I want everyone together.
Okay.
And I want all the guns and flamethrowers.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. What is he
because
doing?
whoever's not around.
Exactly.
Alien.
Good call.
and
What-
like check on the morphine aliens as a group. Just
All
I don't know why
together.
we've stopped holding each other's dicks.
I don't know either.
What the fuck?
Why are we not all
We
holding
all need to
in
be
a-
holding a big fucking circle jerk.
Yeah, of
and never
conga line
fucking
dicks.
let each other go.
Yeah.
That's-
Everybody give me your
that's
dicks.
what needs to be happening right now until spring.
I agree. Yeah.
I mean, it's the only way. Also, like, sounds great, you know?
Yeah.
Fucking take care of my business
yeah,
for me.
fucking jerk my dick off.
Thank you.
Thank you for jerking my alien dick off. I mean, I'm not an alien.
I just flamethrowed Ketrin. She's dead. Sorry.
Freudian
Bye.
dick slip.
Are we just always on a little bit of drugs?
I think so. I think we're low key on crack all the time.
Yeah, that was great for me to hear because I've seen this rundown for a couple days now, and I knew that there was something about holding dicks in the thing. I could not for the life of you tell me how that started. So that was very educational for me.
Yeah, holding dicks to save humanity.
It's great.
We have another voicemail from another of our wonderful longtime patrons, Alex Death.
This is Alex Death. I just wanted to say the Terrifier episode was my favorite, and the part where Kim has to tell Ketrin about Art the Clown sawing that lady in half vagina first was probably the hardest I've ever laughed at an episode. Keep up the great work.
I'm really nervous to hear this again.
That was a great part. So why don't we jump
Okay.
right into episode 36, Terrifier?
Is it my fucking like mutilated scarecrow friend? The end.
I'm gonna give you half a point.
Okay.
It is your scarecrow friend.
I don't want it to be.
She is not mutilated.
What is she?
She's alive.
Okay.
She's hanging upside down.
Okay.
So her legs are spread.
Okay.
And so each foot is like taped to some like a fucking whatever pipe or something up top.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And so her legs are spread open. And then her hands are duct taped behind her back.
Uh-huh.
And she also has a piece of duct tape on her mouth.
I hate this.
She is naked except for panties.
Uh-huh. I hate this.
And as soon as they see each other, they both start like kind of struggle screaming
Yeah.
and things like that. And so Art goes up to her.
To Scarecrow or Skeleton?
Art goes up to Scarecrow.
Uh-huh.
And rips her panties off, which we don't actually see.
Okay.
Like I actually kind of liked the way they did a lot
appreciate
of
that.
things.
Yeah.
It's like you know what's happening,
But
without
you don't
like
have to
seeing
see it.
everything.
Yeah.
And he rips her panties off, and then he lifts up the hacksaw.
I don't. No.
Between her legs.
No.
This is exactly what I wrote on the page.
No.
No. I have it written so many times.
No.
Starts
Goodbye. And that's all, folks.
Sawing. And we just see blood dripping down her face. And then eventually we do actually see for like a second him slicing through her body.
No.
Starting at her vagina.
No.
And then he keeps sawing and sawing and sawing all the way down through her entire body. And slices down to her breast and keeps sawing through her face.
No!
Gets a little more struggle once he's down at the more skull area. So once he's there
His
and like
hacksaw was much sharper than mine.
cutting through. Oh, I forgot. I was like, what did I write there? Oh, her intestines fall out at one point. Obviously.
Sure.
And I'm just writing, no.
My fucking whole vagina hurts.
And then I was like, I'm just writing, I'm so upset. I'm just laughing uncontrollably at this point. Like I'm just uncomfortably laughing at this point.
God.
Like I'm just like, what's happening? No.
Yep, just as unpleasant that time.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, just as upsetting.
Oh gosh.
Thank you so much.
Oh, that was lovely to relive. Thank you so much, Alex. But speaking of Terrifier, we got another really special voicemail.
Hey, Kim and Kat, David Howard Thornton here. Art the Clown himself wanted to call in and wish you guys a very, very happy 100th episode. That's fantastic. Here's to 100 more. I'll kill you soon.
Please don't saw me vagina first.
No.
David Thornton, please. Thank you so much for calling in. Oh
I
my
know,
God.
that was so sweet. Art the Clown.
I'm so
Thank
starstruck.
you.
Holy crap. Okay, we have another voicemail from another listener who goes by at Dougie Style. If you're on Twitter, he's very fun to follow on Twitter. Here's a voicemail from him.
Hi, Kim and Kat. This is Doug, otherwise known as Dougie Style on social media. Just calling to leave a message to let you two know that I love your show. I'm so happy it was recommended to me by another one of my favorite podcasts, Friday the 13th. After hearing you two on that podcast, I had to listen to your show, and I have been in love with it ever since. I've binged through the whole thing in a couple months, and now I eagerly await every new episode that you put out. I may have mentioned this before, but I am somebody that has suffered from multiple concussions these past couple years, and so as a result, sometimes I can't watch or read things as much as I'd like to. As a result, I've kind of turned to podcasts recently to kind of fill that void, and I will say that I am a huge horror movie fan, but due to the concussion and other circumstances, I don't really keep up with the genre as much as I used to, so having your show is a great way to almost feel like I'm filling in my gaps because you guys go through it with such detail that I feel like I experience the movie every week. But I also love how you do it as a game of trying to stay alive, and it's not just a simple recap, so it keeps me also engaged and thinking the whole time. And the other thing I love about your show is whether the movie's good or bad, I'm still entertained hearing you talk about it. So that's not something you can always say when you watch movies. Sometimes they're so bad, they're just bad. But with you two, you make the best of a worse situation. So I hope you're doing well during this quarantine, and I just wanted to let you know that I love your show, and I will keep tuning in as long as you put it out. Have a great day. Bye.
Thank you, Doug.
Thank you. That was really sweet.
Yeah, man. We'll keep watching movies for you. Don't you worry. We got you. That was very sweet.
Thank you.
So this next clip, you guys, is a little segment, the beginning of a little segment that I'd like to call Kim losing steam in the middle of a sentence or word. This is from episode 41, House of Wax.
And so Avril was also carrying a box, like a wooden crate. What's in the box?
I was going to do it too, but you'd already completed it by the time I started. So you just came out. That was the saddest attempt I've ever. I just powered down. Oh my God. You did power down.
Kim, before we move on to the next clip, care to comment?
I don't even know what to say.
You just,
what? I couldn't recreate that if I wanted to.
It was one of the most incredible moments of my life. This one,
and that wasn't the only time I did it. So
no, sure wasn't. What I should say is that was one of the most incredible moments of my life until this next moment from episode 86, Bliss.
And she's just like,
it's not a Buick Skylark.
Did you just go awk? just jumped on the end. Awk. I just wanted to be part of it with you. You could have just said it out. You could have just said it out. Just trying to be in line. You can sit some of them out. It's like
you can sit some of them out.
I love it. You were just like, did you just say "ack"?
so strange. It was just this exclamation coming out of your mouth. Just imagine sitting across from someone and they just go, "Ack!" I mean, just imagine.
It's like both times I knew what you were doing and saying, and I wanted to be part of it with you. But like you were too quick for me. So like the first one, it literally is so funny to listen back to it too, because in real time, like I feel like I at least caught on the end of like what's in the box, but like you literally say the full statement before it even comes out of my mouth, which is why I was like, oh, she's done. I'll just jump ship. And then I guess because of that, I was like, oh, she's in the middle of it. I'll just jump on the end. So I guess
the logic is there. The logic is there. It just didn't happen for you, and I'm so sorry.
No.
Also, I'm sweating so much. It's so hot in here, but also laughing is making me sweat so much.
Oh my gosh.
Whew. Okay. We have another voicemail from a loyal listener. He goes by @pumpkinpulp on the social meds. Let's take a listen.
Well, shit, it's legit. Isn't that cool? Well, not a moment or anything. Just wanted to say you girls are fucking awesome and keep up the good work. And I love everything you produce. All the content is fantastic. I can't wait for more. You're wonderful. Stay weird, and we all love you. This is Pumpkin Pulp, by the way, and have a scary day.
Thank you, dude.
Thank you so much.
That was really sweet.
That means a lot.
Up next, we have another little segment, which we just realized from listening to episode 1 that has been running from the very beginning about Ketrin being a douche. We didn't realize it started in episode 1. I thought it started here in episode 49, The Perfection.
So now we're in the hearth room of the Backoff Academy.
I'm sorry, the what?
Like where the fireplace is.
The hearth room?
Like
is that
it's
a
not
room we have when we're summering on the Cape?
No, but it's
I'm
like
sorry, I've never
it's
heard of
not
a hearth
necessarily
room.
it's not necessarily a living room because it's not like huge where you could like entertain people. You wouldn't necessarily bring like your dinner party in to like have cocktails there, but it's like a hearth room where you might like have your butler bring you your food, like your cheese plate, and have a nice glass of wine while you read a book next to the hearth.
Okay.
It's an old style European mansion. It would definitely have a hearth room, and that is where we are. And it looks delightful, and I would like to read a book in there with a glass of Pinot Noir. Thank you very fucking much.
Next to the hearth.
Yes, that's...
I've never heard that word in my entire life.
Yes, you have. You've
No, I
heard the word
haven't.
hearth.
No, I haven't. When?
There's literally
Why?
a Greco-Roman goddess who is the goddess of the hearth, and her name is Hestia.
Never heard of that.
Or is it
You
Zeus's
didn't explain that in a way that would definitively say that I've heard the word
hearth.
But there's a goddess of the hearth. Oh, I'm sorry. That means I definitely heard it then.
Here's the thing. I don't disagree that I just sounded like a douche.
Great. Thank you for admitting that.
You're welcome.
Such a douche.
I don't know. I'm working on it, I guess. I'm not working on it.
I mean, it started 100 episodes ago, so...
Yeah,
but I love you for it. You know, we grew up on different sides of the tracks. That's just the facts.
We did.
Hey.
We did. Yeah. This next one is from episode 69, Dead Snow, where I teach Kim the proper pronunciation of a word. So he starts following the footprints, falls into a crevasse. Dead.
What?
Goodbye.
Dead?
Fell into a crevasse.
A crevasse?
Yeah.
I hate you so much.
Isn't that what it's called?
A crevasse?
Yes.
Is that what the technical term?
Because it's not a crevice. A crevice is like, this is like a crevasse. It's like...
Is that really the difference between those two words?
I think so.
Or is that just the douchebag way to say crevice?
I really think it's a crevasse. Hold on.
Or is that just how you say crevice in your hearth room?
No.
hold on. Crevasse definition.
A deep open crack, especially one in a glacier.
Okay, I'll give it to you.
Yeah, crevasse.
Sounds douchey.
I'm not going to lie. It does sound douchey, but that's not my fault. It's a douchey word.
That one's great because technically you were right.
But
because of you, I assumed that you were just being a douche.
Yeah. Also, it is a douchey word.
It really is.
Like, it is a douchey word.
Yeah.
And so, of course, I use it in my daily lexicon.
Exactly.
So, we have another voicemail from a listener named Caitlin. And this one really tugged at my heartstrings.
Hey, Kim and Kat. My name is Caitlin, and I just wanted to call and say thank you for allowing us, the listeners, into your friendship. I'm thankful that I have your podcast to listen to on Wednesdays. It definitely makes my day. So thank you so much, and keep doing what you're doing. I'll be sure to listen every Wednesday.
Thank you so much, Caitlin.
That was really
definitely,
sweet. Thank you.
You're definitely in our friendship. Thank you so much. And we'll keep coming at you every Wednesday. This next little segment, you guys have heard us talk about him. And really the only reason that we are brought to your earballs every Wednesday is because of a guy I like to call my husband. This is a little segment that is a tribute to my husband, Arik, who is also our producer and sometime manager and just really the jack of all trades in this whole endeavor. This first clip is from episode 84, Quiet Place, because though he's great at podcasting, he would get us immediately killed in the apocalypse.
The kids are playing Monopoly and, they land on something and middle boy clearly owes money or something
Right.
from the faces they're making. So he reaches over, knocks over a lantern and it smashes. Fuck. John runs over and covers the fire with a blanket and they all just kind of freeze.
I'm so sorry because Arik is going to be editing this, but I just realized that if we are in some sort of silent apocalypse, my family is doomed. Arik is the loudest human being that's ever existed, and he's just going to knock over everything all the time. He's going to knock over everything all the time. I mean...
I'm sorry, I'm laughing so much because this is true.
It's so true. I
love you, Arik.
Oh, God. It's going to be so loud. It's going to be so loud.
I didn't think about that.
I know.
Wow.
Oh, man.
I want to come to you for your floor cooking
I
skills,
know.
but maybe I might just hang out by myself.
I think I'm just going to have to duct tape him to a stretcher and just be like, shush, 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 shush. Oh, poor Arik. Okay, keep going. He's just so loud.
Is that Arik? That's like Ketra out in the world.
God.
Anytime she hears a noise and we're all out, she's like, is that Arik?
And 9 times out of 10 it is. Oh, poor bud.
We love you so much.
We love you so much, honey. You're so loud.
We do love you so much.
We love you so much. Arik, do you have anything you'd like to say to that accusation?
It's all true, every word.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of my favorite times when Ketra had an is that Arik moment was which we were at, was it Midsummer Scream?
I think it was Midsummer Scream, yeah.
And we actually did our first live show there. And this is one of Arik's favorite clips from the podcast, which was from our live show, episode 55.
No, I know what I'm going to do. I got this. I don't know what this bitch is going to do, but I know what I'm going to do. So I'm going to be like, this is my address. He already killed my step-husband. Oh, no, it would just be her
My
husband.
step-husband? I don't even know what that relationship, how does that happen?
I don't, okay. She already killed.
I really want to play that one out. Where did
What's a step-husband?
I'm not sure.
What's a step?
How did we get there?
Would it be like
Marriages on marriages.
Would it be like who your husband is going to be to me? Like a step? No, that would just be my like second husband.
I'm not sure.
I don't know how that family tree
Good
works.
luck.
Yeah.
Ew.
Guys, calm down.
I'm not having sex with Eric. If that made anyone feel that way. Eric is not
what
my
I was
husband.
saying. That's not
You
what
just
I was
made it sound like we
fucking
share
saying.
husbands.
I'm not the one
I
talking.
don't share her husband.
I'm not the
I'm
one
not
talking
share
about
her
step-husbands here.
Okay.
Okay. So,
We don't have step-husbands.
okay.
Still true. I stand by it.
I don't remember that because you watched that episode. What relationship was I talking about?
I don't know.
Do we know?
No
What
idea.
what did I mean by step-husband? Wow. Okay. If anyone remembers.
I think it was like the second husband. So it was like her, like the little girl's stepdad, but the woman's husband. Right?
Wow. Yeah, I
think
don't know.
that's it.
Oh, Eric is giving us a thumbs up that's what it was. This next clip is also from our live show where Kim, she knows what she wants. Here's episode 55, also from our live show. So now Naughty Greg Kinnear also tells us that he always looks them in the eye when he kills them, when he fries them.
Oh, my.
I mean, it's respectful. Like, it's creepy, but it's respectful. You know what I mean? Like, he's just like, I'm not going to look away. It's kind of like Sean Bean's character in Game of Thrones, where it's like, if you sentence someone, you gotta do the beheading.
Yeah.
So he's like,
right.
I'm gonna kill ya.
Or he's a serial killer, and he's like, this is just the way I get to get me gettins. I don't know how I have a podcast, because words don't come easily to me.
That's how I get me gettins. If anyone missed that, that's how I get me gettins. Hashtag get me gettins.
I'm just panicking every time a word's supposed to come out of my mouth.
So, Kim, my question to you is,
yes?
have you been getting your gettins?
Oh, fuck yeah. I always get me gettins.
Good. I'm glad to hear it.
Still stand by that about how do I use words. How do I say words? How do words work?
How do words work? How do words work?
And how do I have a podcast that involves words? Our next clip is also from the live show. So what we do for the live shows is episodes from Tales from the Crypt. So we want to say another big, big, big thank you to John Cassier, who's actually a Towson motherfucking alum.
Woo!
Like we are. He's the voice of the Crypt Keeper, which you heard at the beginning. And here's us trying to be that.
So we start with our Crypt Keeper, who gives us a little introduction. And we actually saw a panel with the Crypt Keeper today.
We did.
So I was going to try to do his voice, but now I know how poorly I was doing his voice, so I don't... Do it!
Poor little fellas. When I think of their childhood, all those cute little maggots. Our story is about a man with nobler ambitions. He likes to kill human pests, and he does it in front of an audience.
Ooh, watch out.
Now that's entertainment.
Nailed it.
I'm fucking hired, you guys.
Our pal, the Crypt Keeper,
Hey, bud.
in a Santa costume.
Aw, Merry Christmas!
And he's got a fucking, like, terrifying Santa mask on. And he's just, like, having a little holiday fun, you know? And he's like, oh, fuck, should I try to do it too? God damn it. It's not going to be good.
Let's hear it, bitch.
Twas the night. wait, I didn't practice. Twas the night before Christmas and all through the house. Be very careful what you ask for Christmas. Oh, you just might get it.
Dad joke.
That was good! That was really good! Thank you.
Hi!
And that's why I've only put chainsaw sounds on my resume.
I couldn't tell the difference. It was incredible. This next little segment of clips, we like to call yelling at people. Sometimes, I often get incensed by something, but sometimes Kim gets a little incensed with me. So this first clip is from episode 16, Wicker Man.
This whiskey, do you know who this is from?
Who?
Remember that guy who you hated his name because it was... He went by, like, if his, I don't know if I want to say it, if his full name was Michael, instead of going by Mike, he went by Cole.
Yes.
He went by, like, the last end of his full name.
Yes, that was the worst. That was truly the worst. Yeah, I feel like you can't say his name because nobody else does that on the planet.
I saved this bottle of whiskey for so long because we met up after he was at a wedding and it was a groomsman gift. And I just thought that was like really important. And I saved it for over a year. I'm going to say almost 2 years. And I was like, look, you can come pick it up whenever you want.
Wow. Well, he didn't come.
And he never did. And eventually I was like, well, I'm recording a podcast and I need this whiskey now.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly. So thank you,
you.
Gregory, otherwise known as Gory.
Ori.
It's not really
Ori.
Gregory. Ori. So thank you, Brian, otherwise known as Ian. Oh, man, I could do this a whole episode. I genuinely don't remember what the actual name was. I just remember hating it so much. But you have to... You can't piss them off. They're not going to give you more information about what you're trying to do. So he's literally pissed off everyone. Human person that he's encountered in the 4 minutes he's been on the island.
Not cool. Not cool. Ick age.
Ick age. Oh, fuck that. Oh,
I prefer early. Orly.
Oh, right. Oh, because Kimberly, right? That's her name.
Yes.
I forgot.
That's my full name.
I was like, I don't get it.
Icholas Age.
Icholas Age. Did we ever finish that whiskey?
Oh, fuck yeah, we did. We figured
we did
probably finish it that episode, to be honest. It
Sounds about right.
It was a small bottle.
Yeah.
That I love hearing where Icholas Age came from because I like forget so much. But then he was in like so many more movies after that we kept calling him Ick Age.
Movies. Yeah, it was great. So thank you to Ori for that whiskey and for inspiring Icholas Age.
The next one is us yelling at a 5 to 10-year-old boy. I don't know, 10 to 35. What is age?
10 to 35. Yeah.
This is episode 18, The Babysitter.
A boy named Cole. He's like upper middle school. I would say like 8th grade.
So like 12?
Sure. 13. Let's say 13.
13.
And his name is Cole. And he is in...
So he's like, my name is Cole.
That is exactly what he's like. Yes.
Oh, sweet baby Cole. I just want to put him in my pocket.
So sweet.
I just want to put him in my little pocket.
So
pocket
sweet.
Cole.
I'm like, you fucking dick. Pick all the fucking cars up, you asshole.
Does he go upstairs?
He goes the fuck upstairs.
Cole.
He's a child.
Cole.
No, Cole.
Get out of there. Run out the front door.
Don't do it, Cole.
Oh, Cole.
Cole, come on.
Cole.
Come on, buddy.
Cole, kick him in the dick and get out.
Get out of there. You don't hang around after the dick kick, man. I know
Cole,
you're a baby.
Look at me. Stop it.
Stop it, Cole.
Stop it, Cole.
Get your head out of your asshole.
Get it together. Get it together, Cole.
Cole! God!
Cole, you got it together, bro.
Cole! Oh, man. I hope
journey.
Cole's doing okay.
I know,
Yeah.
Cole.
Hope he got it together. So this next clip, you heard from him in the very, very, very beginning of the episode.
He left our outgoing voicemail for anyone who called in.
Yeah, this is where we're first introduced to Jerry,
our demon best friend. This is episode 82, A Dark Song. And we hear a dog barking outside.
Oh.
Now the two
and
of
there
them.
was that dead dog.
Mm-hmm.
It's the dead dog barking. The worlds are colliding.
You got any demon plans tonight?
Creepy.
That's not even a scary demon.
I don't like it.
It's like a bro demon a little bit.
A little bit.
Sup, bro?
It's very like Buffy the Vampire Slayer demon.
Can you pass me another blood brewski?
Oh, that was good.
Thanks.
I'm just gonna hang out with me and my demon best friend.
Cool.
drink some blood. Switch our arms and drink some blood.
She's gonna try to open the door. I'm gonna run out past that salt circle and I'm gonna go. Shit's getting weird. Hey, demon friend, do you wanna come? You seem cool.
Sure, I ain't got nothing to do until Tuesday. I have jury duty.
He's got jury duty.
It's jury duty.
You deserve at least 2 bells for that. It's more just like
this was
I'm
an
the
occult
ritual,
thing.
like occult guy.
I'm the local ritual guy. Your son was killed by a ritual.
Ooh,
yes,
that must have been a part that I couldn't read earlier. She had talked to a bunch of other people because she's like, I talked to Martin Shambo and Jerry Tooneytown, Miguel Ramirez,
Martin Shambo, and who was the second one?
Sherry Tooneytown.
Sherry Tooneytown, and Miguel Ramirez. I talked to those guys. You got to
Anyway.
talk to old Sherry Tooneytown.
I was just saying he wasn't the only occultist in
Sure.
town, but anyway. Can we name our demon best friend Jerry Tooneytown?
Sherry Tooneytown.
It's pronounced Jerry Tooneytown.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. Tooneytown. That's one of my favorite clips.
Thank you to Jerry Tooneytown.
Oh my God, we love
have
you so
been-
much.
God, we love you so much, Jerry. We are gonna pop a blood brewski in your honor,
I
bud.
hope
You
you
are
had it.
just
Hope jury duty wasn't that bad.
oh man, yeah. He got stuck. He got stuck on that case for a while. Yeah.
Wow, that was fuck. That is one of my favorite clips because it's the clip that keeps on giving. It feels like
It really does. I even was like, oh, that's the end, the funny part, and then it kept going.
It keeps
Man,
going.
Jerry,
It just keeps fucking going. Jerry Tooneytown.
we love you so much, Jerry.
Oh, God.
We love you so much. Okay, this is our final segment, and it's one of my favorites. I'm going to go ahead and say it's probably going to be one of yours, too, because it's one of my favorite things about my best friend, and it's that her brain just moves a little bit faster than her mouth, and comedy ensues. So this is a segment I like to call Kim Messing Up Words, and here are 3 of my favorites. The first one is from episode 21, The Orphanage.
Seems like springtime. Birds are chopping. Chop. God damn it! I literally fuck my life. What the fuck?
Bird, you were so getting into it. You were being so theatrical.
I said 3 words. And I already fucked. Fucking A.
Birds were chopping. What were they chopping, Kim?
I hate you. I hate you. Shut up. I've already shut up.
Oh shit. Okay,
Oh
birds
my
were
gosh. Why did anyone ever I can't wait till this is my full-time job.
I
And I'm
know.
just like, it's my job and I can't say words.
It's the best. All right, so
All
birds were
right.
chopping.
It's literally the 3rd word on my page. I just wrote spring birds chirping. That was literally the very opening of the movie. It was the 5th word that I said when it was like the beginning of the movie, and I already fucked up.
Oh God, it just is such a source of endless joy for me. I love it so much. I'm gonna go ahead and like, obviously this happens all the time with Kim, but like episode 8, Killing of a Sacred Deer, this was the one that I have a very vivid memory of almost pissing my pants on Kim's couch. This may have been one of the first iterations of Kim messing up her words.
Yes.
Then Nicole's giving a SpongeBob to SpongeBob.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. She's giving a SpongeBob. If you hear a double, triple giggle, it's because Kim is being laughed at by her roommate as well.
Oh god. So she's giving him a SpongeBob. He's lives in a pineapple under the sea. So and she's giving a sponge bath to Bob and Kim.
She's giving a SpongeBob.
And then
because his name is Bob.
Cedric's crying.
Okay. She's giving a sponge bath to Bob.
She's giving a sponge bath to Bob and Kim.
Okay.
And Kim is like, I'm sorry I was rude to you at the hospital. Kedron's crying right now.
Okay. No, I'm all right. Oh God.
My favorite part of that is the journey that you went on because you didn't realize what I was actually saying at first. Like at first you just thought I messed up saying the word sponge bath. You thought that I just said sponge bath wrong and you thought it was hilarious that I said sponge bath by accident. But then when you realized that I was trying to say she's giving a sponge bath to Bob and then instead I said SpongeBob, you like lost it all over again.
Like it just, and I just remember being like, this is unprofessional. You need to get it together. Like you need to stop laughing. And I just couldn't. I was like, I'm never going to stop laughing. It's never going to end. Oh, that was a good day. Kim, can you set this next one up? Because this introduces us to another dear friend.
This is a clip that holds a special little place in our hearts, in all of our Sammy's hearts, because it really introduces our mascot. You know, one of our mascots. Obviously, we have Jerry Tooney Town, the demon, but this is the OG. It's Burp Smap, everyone.
This is from episode 12, Trick or Treat.
They kind of all leave, and then there's just like one little kid left behind, and he's completely covered up, and he's wearing kind of like I didn't know how to call this, and I should have looked it up because I've never known how to call it. So he is wearing okay, Jenna's wedding.
Okay, all right. We can do this, guys.
A bag
we can do this.
made of burlap.
Woo! We did it. Got it. Okay, so he's wearing high five. So he's wearing like a burlap sack.
He's wearing over his head, so he has kind of like a big round head with a burlap sack. Burlap sack. Rhonda just walks away carrying a jack-o'-lantern and sees old-timey costume burlap sack kids. I can't say words. We see something kind of run across. Can't tell what it is. But I'm like, is that little old-timey costume?
Yeah. Burlap sack kid?
Burlap sack? Burlap sack?
Burp sack?
Burp sack. I can't. There's not even a nickname that makes it easy to say.
You had some tough words in there.
He like goes to the front door and he's trying to unlock it, and creepy burp sap crawls on the ceiling to him, and I hate when people crawl on the ceiling.
Well, they're my nightmares.
So he's like a little tiny burp sap kid crawling across the ceiling, just like deep, 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 deep.
Ceiling burp sack. I felt very cloudy in my response, which is probably what Burp Sap wanted. So
it's true. Burp Snap. No, Burp Snap. You shortened it. I can't say. Burp Snap knows how to get you. So burlap sack mask turned into burp Snap. Oh god.
I'm really improving on staying alive.
I mean, Burps Map definitely killed you.
Burps Map killed me several times. I died from laughter that his fucking name is Burps Map. So the cover of it, where it's like a little pumpkin head, that's Burps Map.
I don't know what that looks like.
Okay, the cover of it, I think, is Little Burps Map. Little baby Burps Map? Little baby Burps Map.
Little baby Burps Map. Oh. And then
and you know,
since
yeah,
then
we're about to say the same thing.
Yeah, that there's been so many reiterations of Burps Map since then.
Yeah, we have the ones I can remember are none of them, I guess. Apparently, I can't remember any of them now.
Which was
Fitted Burps Map.
Fitted Burps Map.
There was one in the Apostle that was Root Burps Map.
Burps Map.
Jason.
Oh yeah, Jason Burps.
He
Map?
was wearing a Burps Map.
What did we
He was
call
just
it?
wearing like a. We just called it Jason Burps Map.
Yeah. I feel like there was one more, but I can't remember.
I can't
right
think
now.
of it. Yeah.
Oh, Burps Map. We love you so much.
We love you so much.
Before we get to our last clip, I wanted to see if you wanted to say anything about our 100th, making it to 100 episodes.
I would like to say something. There's one person, quickly before we get into that I want to thank. My cousin Alison. We had so many clips to find.
Yes.
And it was a lot of work. And she was our little
Thank you,
clip
cuz.
finder for a bunch of these. So thank you, cuz.
We
You're
love
the
you.
best. Okay, so great. Cue for me to cry. Great. I'm sure that I've said iterations of this before, but my love for Kim was never in doubt. But getting to work with her in this way deepened my love for you in a way that I've never really experienced it in a friendship. And I have wonderful, wonderful friends, but this has taken it to a whole new level. And I'm so grateful. Like, I mean, I literally think I came to you and said, do you want to record ourselves talking? Because I have a, you know, I want to do a podcast now. Like, what was I even talking about? And you just were so game, and you're just always so game, and you just save my life every day, and you make me laugh so hard. And I just love you so much, and I can't wait to do 100 more episodes, you dumb bitch.
I love you so much too. Yeah, you just reminded me that when you asked me to do the podcast, and I've said this before, but it's good to remember now that like I was like, yeah, I'm totally down, but the number one rule has to be that we have fun. And the second it stops being fun, I don't want to do it anymore. And it's kind of amazing that we've made it 100 episodes. And like, to be honest, it's still really fun. And like, to be honest, it's like actually changed my life in like a really positive, wonderful way. I just feel so grateful for you and for this and for all of our Sammys and like everyone who reaches out and all the interactions we have, and our patrons are amazing. And like, it truly has impacted my life in a way that I could have never imagined. I could have never imagined that we would have done 100 episodes, to be completely honest. Like, it's just one of the best things in my entire life. So thank you so much, Ketrin. I love you. You're my best friend.
I love you, Kim. You're my best friend. Do you want to take us out on this final clip?
Yeah, on that note, here's one last clip from episode 88, Tucker and Dale vs. Evil. Life is short. You got to go after what you want. And she needs you. She needs you more now than ever, especially because she's always falling down and hitting her head and knocking herself out.
Right. And she's just always surrounded by chats.
And Dale says, I don't know where he took her. And Tucker says, Jangers will know.
Jangers will know.
I knew that would get Ketrin the most.
He may not
literally
be able to see real good,
But he can sure smell love, and he can follow the trail.
The story of Jangers. And Tucker, or Dale says, but I'm not leaving you. And Tucker says, I'll be fine. Go. And here's our moment, Ketrin.
Okay.
Tucker says, friends forever. And Dale says, best friends forever.
Burnsy, hold my hand through the screen.
I am.
Friends forever?
Best friends forever.
Okay, Burnsy.
I don't know what to say after that.
So do you there.
I don't think there's anything that we could say better than that. So I guess we'll just say
thank you to everyone who's listened to any episode ever. We love you all so much.
Yeah. This has been Kim and Ket Stay Alive.
Maybe.
So until next week,
stay alive!
Stay alive!
We love you. Bye.
Ghosted me.
I'm done.